you log off. And if you think they better than me, bar too high and it's hard to beat. Gucci shades hit dark, so it's hard to see. The easy part is getting money, but it's hard to keep. I know you seeing that I'm busy, so don't bother me. Like I passed every test, you ain't as smart as me. You a shorty, you a wannabe. See me on the scene, you know that I charge the fee. What?
The NBA playoffs have arrived as we... The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. give him 2 points. High percentage.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And he finishes at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Knocked loose. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Knocked loose. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Ferocious slam inside. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Cleveland has the basketball. Christian Thompson with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Got it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knocked loose. From the painted area, won't go down.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Cavs at the controls. Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, he's denied. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Wide open look won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets to the basket and scores.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Oh, emphatic slam. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
changes now for both clubs. Derrick Rose pins it. Bulls with the rock. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Shot by Love, off the mark. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Bulls have it. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. It goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Down the lane to lay it in.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Isaiah Thomas, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Knocked loose. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And count it at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knight into the front court. His guys down big. Thomas into the front court. He'll run the offense. Isaiah Thomas. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
To the rim. Lays it up and in. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Knocked loose. It's Isaiah Thomas. Scores from the post. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Count the bucket for two.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Good. Off a spin.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Knocked loose. Derrick Rose. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Slams it home on the putback. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Bulls have it. Derrick Rose. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Rose somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And the finish at the rim. Cavaliers with the basketball. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Rose into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Has a chance and scores. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. Bulls come away with it. unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Wendell Carter powers it through.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Jumper's good. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Chicago with the possession. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Layup goes down. Well done.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Substitution being made in this one. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch. By the Cavaliers. Cashes in for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Knocked loose. And that's going to be off of Anthony, out of bounds. For three. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Shot from in close, no good. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Look out. Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Bulls have it. Rises for the slam. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Bulls come away with it. And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Bulls have it. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Has a look. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 3 in this first half. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
And the basket good at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Trying to cash in. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed. Knight into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Anthony with the fadeaway. burns him for the basket.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7. Because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. And scores.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Deep two there, won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Count the basket at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Cleveland has the basketball. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Bulls come away with it. Rondo. And he buries it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Bulls have it. Curling inside. Rondo. Can't connect. The follow won't go either. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Nothing going here on that drive. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Dwayne Wade. all set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Kevin Love. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
And count the basket inside.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Bulls come away with it. Rondo. And he hits.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Dwayne Wade. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Cavs at the controls. And the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He gets it.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Dwayne Wade looking good. 4 for 5.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Bulls have it. Dwayne Wade, nice finish.
This just blows my mind. The lane was so open. It almost looks like the offense is trying to make the layup even more difficult than what it was. They look bored out there.
And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. And they pounce. Cruises inside for 2.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Has a chance, able to convert inside.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Curling inside. Give him 2 points. High percent.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Thaddeus Young, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kevin Love with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Cavs get it back. Love. Not that time.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
And he finishes at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Thaddeus Young. He's now 5 for 6.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Bulls come away with it. Young scores from the post. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And strokes it. Flushes it home.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Easy pass. To the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Bulls come away with it. And scores. Strong take.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Bulls have it. Gets to the basket and scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Count the basket inside.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Tristan Thompson with the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Bulls come away with it. Short jumper off the mark.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Knocked loose. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
It goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. 15-footer at the buzzer. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It has been all. The Bulls in possession as we start the 4th quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. And he hits. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Cavs retain it. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Knocked loose. Trying to cash in, and he hits.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knocked loose. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
That's out. Last touch by Matthew Dellavedova. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Larry Nance Jr. rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Cleveland has the basketball. From long range, and knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
It's Clarkson with the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
And finishes strong.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
That's out of bounds off a Bull. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. And counted at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player's going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You're always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
And a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Cavs at the controls. For three, had to force that one, but it's no good. Beyond the arc for three, and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Fires the three, knocks it down. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Time to shuffle things up. Derrick Rose. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Count the bucket for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Has a chance. Pulled in by Kevin Love. From the outside, no good. Chicago possession. Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knight into the front court. Down a bundle. Missed a wide open look.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Knight into